Hello everyone, welcome to another episode here on my Minecraft realm, and I am in a little corridor surrounded by netherrack, and we are at a brand new farm. There's a ghast making a noise, even though there can't possibly be a ghast in here because this is in peaceful mode. I'm going to show you why that is in just a second, but I always love when I'm in this opposite camera thing and everything. How are you, everybody? Welcome, of course, to the channel. I am Nick. Glad to have you here. So, yeah, let's get out of this silly camera angle here. So, yes, we are in peaceful mode right now because I am in the middle of working on another farm. So, if you remember in episode 12, I gave Mandy and Tommy enough emeralds to make a whole beacon. Enough emerald blocks, I should say. And then they used half of them on villager trading, even though Mandy got a ton, and I mean a ton, of different books and things like that, which is really, really awesome, even though the prices are way too high. So I think we're going to kind of be stuck in a situation now where I'm going to have to take a zombie, get them turned into a zombie, and then cure them, and hopefully that'll bring their prices down. Because a couple of the books, like Unbreaking 3, are really, really good, but a lot of them are not quite so good. So let's actually go and switch the game over into a hard mode. And it'll become apparent why I'm doing this in just a moment here. But this is, ladies and gentlemen, a Bedrock Wither skeleton farm. Or at least it is going to be one. Whenever it is actually done, you have to check for ghasts. Let me tell you, this is easily the most tedious farm I have ever constructed. And I can't imagine a farm being more tedious than this, just because of the amount of things you have to do for it. Trying to shoot him off of there so he falls like off the side and doesn't. Oh, I think he's on the other side of the thing there, and we'll fly up and I'll take a look at this. So again, as has been the trend with my last few videos, Silentwisperer, check down in the description. This is his. Of course, he's got more efficient ones, and I'm eager to check those out. Even though this is just a very manual farm, I don't envision needing a ton of wither skeleton skulls right now. Like, he's got another version of this that you can use charged creepers and transport, like build a rail system in here, transport all the wither skeletons to the overworld, hit them all with a charged creeper, and because of Bedrock Edition, it will automatically give you a wither skeleton skull. I mean, maybe if I wanted to do that once, then it would probably be worth it, but yeah, I don't know 100%. So basically what I'm doing is we're going in and out of peaceful mode, and we are looking around the perimeter of our nether fortress area here. And again, we're going to fly up and take a closer look at this in a moment. But we are trying to make sure that we have all of the wither skeleton spawning areas all ready to go. And all bricked off. So you can see here, there's a little pole coming up out of here. And then there's a little 4-block area marked down there below. And that's because that's a spawn area. Specifically, the tall block is where they actually spawn, and because of, I guess, the way that Bedrock spawns them, it spawns them this way, because this is northwest. It spawns them this way, so they basically get stuck in this little indent right here. And essentially, you have to find them. Like, if you guys obviously have seen, and you can see right there, we got some wither skeletons, so we're going to have to brick up that area. We also want to brick up all the areas where there are blazes. Not pigmen, because pigmen can spawn anywhere, but blazes and wither skeletons can only spawn on certain cells. Just kind of similar to Guardians, kind of the way that they did Guardians in Bedrock Edition. Same thing applies with these, but because nether fortresses generate completely different all the time, then you basically have to take this and you have to... I mean, this is all just glass panes, and I decided to use red glass panes because why not? But yeah, you basically have to put these down, and then you come in here where he is. So right here where he's standing, this is actually the spawn block right here. That's actually where the spawn is, and I didn't bring the right kind of blocks, but whatever, that's okay. And let's get rid of him so we can work safely here. And there we go. So we want to stick some blocks in here so we know. Oh, well, whatever. Just gonna have to use slabs to do that. We want to make sure we slab the top so nothing else can spawn on it or in it. And now that one is also a sealed up pod. This is not how these are gonna stay. Yeah, the zombie pigmen can spawn literally anywhere. You can see there's a couple of adjoining cells here, but these blazes, there were a couple of blaze spawners in this fortress, and I want to take a closer, far away look, I should say. at this thing. You will also notice the absolute plethora of lava that is shooting down from this thing, and that's because I have been taking lava buckets and basically going up here to the ceiling of the area, and we are just pouring lava everywhere, so that way it will keep mobs from spawning. Oh god. And ghasts are... If you thought you hated ghasts before, try building a farm with glass in the Nether. Yeah, it is maddening. It is absolutely maddening, folks. But we got to get some more lava. We got to come up here. And yeah, but yeah, you can see just how much lava work I'm actually doing here. How much lava is actually being... Look at this whole valley here. And a lot of this is me, like, once it starts pouring down, I'm actually chipping away blocks in order to make it so that way it's... Oh, threaded the needle. Oh, man, that's satisfying. But yeah, like hitting blocks and stuff so that way it will spread in further directions and stuff. That's why you see it spread so much like this and just pooling into these huge areas down here because we want all of this to be spawn proof. I'm also going to come through here with buttons and just, you know, spam buttons everywhere so that way we can be okay as far as that's concerned. But you can see here, I mean, just the absolute insane... Oh boy. I didn't realize that was like a little floating island right there. Why is this here? Go away. That's just spawnable area up there, and I almost died. Because I literally ran straight into it. Oh my god, how am I not dead? I do have my magma armor on, so I won't catch fire if I go in lava, but I do still take damage at a pretty decent rate. So we don't want to go in there too quick. Yes, here we go. And let's well, again, I love flying into it because I just love seeing all of the lava pouring everywhere. In fact, I think that's what we're going to do for like a screenshot for the video is we're just going to take a look and look at this. I mean, it's just amazing. Like, this is all slabbed over. So this is like the entire rest of the fortress. You go through the entire rest of the fortress. I mean, even though this probably isn't close enough to spawn things when you're over there, because I think this is two Nether fortresses adjoined. I think this is one here, and I think that's a separate one over there. But even still, you come through the Nether fortress, and everywhere where your spawning area is not going to be, you slab it. Literally the whole thing. And I've got... Oh, boy. Haha. Gas are driving me nuts today. But, yeah, so you slab everything over so nothing can spawn on any of this. And then basically it's going to force everything to spawn in your farm, or at least that's generally what's supposed to happen. But like I said, it's not perfect, and I've got to do a lot more work. You'll also notice the wall is much, much higher here inside of the actual farm. That is intentional because, A, I was worried about light levels from all the lava spilling down from the ceiling. And once again, I'm like, it's nerve-wracking when I do that because like there's so much lava around me now. This is also very annoying because I break a block basically just to get up out of here. Eventually what will happen, now this is just like this to find the spawn spots. So what you do eventually is you find all the spawn spots, or at least as many as you are okay with having. Oh yeah, I built the walls up. Number one, because this way, when this is down at ground level, anything that's like this level with ghasts is not going to see in here. It's only going to be ghasts that are up above. And yeah, it also, like I said, light level from the lava. Like there's lava like right here, and there's lava like right here. Now I don't think wither skeletons care because this is a spawn spot right here. I don't think they care, but just in case they did, I wanted to build the wall up. Plus, I just think it makes it stand out a little bit more. And obviously, you've got all the slabs all around the top area. I went through here. Some of these were walkways. Some of these were like little buildings, like with the little fence over the top and whatever. And you just extend and you just flatten out the entire area and make it work for your purposes. And yeah, I'll have a link to Silentwisperer's video down below. But basically, this is how you find out where northwest is, because this is a sunflower. Sunflowers in the Nether always face east. I don't know if that's an overworld thing too or not. So basically, if this is east, this is north, and this is west, and that means this is northwest. So that's why this is a sea lantern. This is actually the spawn block, and it's going to spawn basically on this corner of the block. Boom, right here. So that's why you'll see, whenever you see those, this is where the actual pillar is right there. So we're going to go in here. I'm going to get some more blocks because I didn't realize I didn't have any. I've also collected 4 wither skeleton skulls just building this farm, which is nice because we need a whole bunch of beacons. And that was kind of the impetus for building this farm. But I need more stone, which I'm converting over into stone bricks, at least for now. And we're going to drop the game back into peaceful mode to get rid of all the mobs, because I've been flying around and stuff too. This is kind of one of the other annoying things about Bedrock, is that apparently, well, mobs don't despawn the way that they do in Java Edition. Mobs in Bedrock Edition, they will stay loaded in and they won't despawn when you get a certain number of blocks away. They'll just hang out over there in the Nether, unless it's a high enough light level, or B, unless you have something blocking them from spawning. So I don't have that over there in any of these adjoining areas, so it's really, really tough to do. And oh my god, every time. It's so frustrating. You just constantly fall in this stupid door. Oh boy. Come here. Ha. Gas sniping is like one of my favorite things to do in Minecraft. But it's when they're ninjas, because you just hear that freaking gas noise. Even in peaceful mode, you hear it. I love it when they kind of are sort of outside of your field of view. But see, here we go. We've got some more wither skeletons here. So we're going to just pop ourselves right down here. This is the spawn block right here. And we're going to just knock them right out of there. There we go. And we're over actual Nether. We're over actual lava, I should say. Although most of this is all flowing. Look at that. That's all flowing. And then there is a lava ocean that's down below me. And you can see how close this is to the spawn pod that's next to it. I mean, it's literally right next to it. Did I not build this high enough? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. Because nothing can spawn there anyway, so that's all that really matters. Like I said, the ones for the blazes, I should be doing these as well, because wither skeletons and blazes can both spawn in the same spots. So we're going to grab this one as well. But this is basically what I'm going to be doing. And in order to use my new brewing setup, that you know what? I didn't mark that block ahead of time. I just killed them first. I think this was it, though. Yeah, because I tunneled my way down here. And I just... yeah, I'm going to need a whole lot of blaze powder and things of that nature to make a lot of potions, because for that guardian farm that I built, basically splash potions of damage are the best way to kill them by far. And we've got another Willy skeleton. We got another Willy. What's up, Willy skeleton? Again, there's the spawn spot right there. So let's get rid of him. And then we're just going to go around there. And there. Just so I can collect things. I don't need to necessarily. But it is what it is. So yeah, this is what I want to try to get more of this stuff, more of this technical stuff done, more of these technical farms and things. So that way we can just have all this stuff that just operates. And whenever we need stuff, somebody else can go get it. Like, I don't want to always have to be the one that's constantly doing this technical stuff, even though that's kind of just my assumed role. Because it is my realm, so I'm constantly just kind of doing everything like this. Now, there is a pigman in this cell, but he must have just randomly spawned there. But the wither skeleton, that's the only place he can spawn. They can only spawn in these spawn spots. So we just have to make sure that we identify all of them. And then we can, you know, get ourselves all set up. One of these spots over here is just a walkway, or I bridged over a walkway. Actually, you know what? No, it's not over here. Never mind. It is over... I'll show you guys in a sec. Wait. Wait. Same thing here. We've got a blaze that looks like it spawned into... Ooh, okay. There we go. So there we go. And we're going to break that up. Yeah, we've got to kill the pigmen too, get them out of there. I know it's making the other ones mad. I don't care. Oh, but yes, yes, yes. We have so many different technical projects left to do. And then, you know, if somebody wants a beacon, like, go get yourself some nether skeletons or wither skeletons or soul skulls or whatever. Even though I'm hoping to have a nice stockpile of them from just hanging out here and doing work at the farm. Eventually, we just want to have enough of them to not ever have to come back. Was this guy there before, or did he spawn in there while I was working elsewhere? He may have spawned there while I was working elsewhere in the farm here, because it is a pretty big area. But that's okay. But yeah, some of this I preserved the actual walkways, and there's actual openings between them, like this here and like this here. Like that's an actual walkway on the other side there. And I could have bridged it and whatnot. And I mean, I may still. It doesn't really matter if you bridge it or not. At least not in terms of this, because nothing will ever spawn there. Like wither skeletons and stuff, like it won't be part of the farm. But I can bridge it and slab across it once I get all the glass out of here. But I didn't want to have to place glass over it and have other mobs spawning there if I could help it. I also completely derped when I originally built this farm, and all this glass, I built it both levels. You only have to build it on level 2, basically head height. And I didn't. I built it everywhere. So yeah, that was really, really smart. Oh, let's pop that out of there, and then this is going to be one more. There we go. Gotta love it. I did not think I would find this many spawn spots, but then I remember watching Silentwisperer's tutorial, and yeah, he found a lot as well. So I think that might just be... And where did that go? I was going to say, I know that didn't go where I wanted it to. So let's... Yeah. I've wasted so much of this glass. Basically, when I had to tear it out of here, when I derped and put it in the wrong spot, I just let it despawn. I didn't care. I did not feel like messing around with it. Oh, this is going to be a pain. It's basically where I'm standing. That's the spawn block right there. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. A lot of spawn blocks. A lot of spawn blocks. And I bet you anything we'll still find more. But yeah, again, this is just a nice walkway. This was a walkway, and this is kind of one of those in the Nether fortress where the walkway just comes to an end, hanging over whatever. This is also another area, because this is right near where I built that that wither chamber, that wither killing chamber, the portal to it, and where the portal is that goes over to my little cabin in the woods, where I mine, where I gather dark oak trees and stuff like that, or where I was doing that. So yeah, that's where this is it's right over there. And basically, he recommended finding a nether fortress that's completely over lava. I already had this nether fortress here, and I honestly didn't feel like it. To be quite frank about it, I just did not feel like messing around with it. So I didn't. I also need these boots because I got some stuff to show you back at the main base as well. We're going to be getting back there in just a second here. But we're going to switch over to peaceful mode one more time just so I can see if anything else goes in here. Because I think we've got enough spawn spots. I mean, if you look at the amount of spawn spots that are out there, that does look like enough. And then basically we remove all the glass. Wherever there's not a spawn spot, we put slabs down just like this so nothing else can spawn there. So then everything will only spawn in our little spawn pods. And I think the only problem is we're just going to still have to duck in and out of peaceful periodically to just get rid of all the mobs and reset the mob cap. It's just one of those frustrations. Like, there's just nothing else we can do about that. I almost just jumped in the wrong spot again. I see you over there. Yeah, I'll hit you right in the tentacle. Hey, come on. Oh, man. Long distance gas sniping. Should be an Olympic sport. Surprised there's not more spawn spots down here. You'll also notice these hallways are 5 wide. In other fortresses, they only generate 3 wide. But there are spawn spots up on the natural railings, which would be here. So basically you just take and extend the railing out. Kind of the way that you build this is really largely, I mean, if you're in Bedrock and you build one of these, it's largely up to you. You basically have to figure out the design and whatever, the layout that's going to work for you. As long as you just basically do this, you have to just get the whole thing kind of cordoned off. And we do have a blaze over there. You just have to get the whole thing cordoned off. And we got another one here. And then you come down here. And there you go. What are you doing? Go away. The blazes just get annoying because that's what they do. Boop. So that's what I'm kind of eager to do now, is I'm kind of eager to tear all this glass out of here again. And, well, I didn't have to tear out the top layer. I just kind of dug a block down and tore out a lot of what was on the bottom. Yeah, you better go back in there. We gotta always make sure we're facing this direction whenever we kill anything, because we always want to be facing north. So that way we know it's this block, because they're gonna spawn that direction, just like that. Like I said, check out Silentwisperer's tutorial. He gives great tutorials, and I mean, really, he's kind of turning our realm into something of a production powerhouse, because we actually are able to build a lot of farms and stuff that do work in Bedrock, or at least work with Bedrock's ridiculous logic. Like, the things that you can do in Bedrock, or the things that you can't do in Bedrock, more like, are really, really, really frustrating. My brother watches these videos, and he sends me pictures and stuff, and I mean, I've watched all the Hermitcraft guys. Like, I get to see all these insanely amazing productive farms that are really, really great all the time, and it drives me insane. Just because I can't build any of them. I can't have any of that stuff in this. You can see those are most of this is reclaimed. I think I had a stack and a half left after I finished doing it. Most of this is reclaimed, and then I just let probably an equal amount of it despawn, because I just didn't care to break more of the glass to collect it. Like, why bother, you know? This is going to be to make buttons, so I can use buttons and slabs over different areas depending on what I want to do. So we're going to throw some lava down here really quick. And where's my... Yeah. Gold nuggets. Gold nuggets. I also noticed I was full on blaze rods as well. Can't believe that. Also full on bones. I mean, it is what it is. It's just one of those things. Let's get rid of these. We don't need those. So let's put you and you over here. Blaze rods I definitely need more of, especially once I build that super potion factory. I'm going to need a lot of them. And I don't need this. Yeah. Also don't need those. So let's get rid of those as well. Yeah, we're going to go pour some lava around here really quick. And then I got some things to show you guys in the overworld. And that's pretty much going to do it for this episode. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. There we go. And again, this is all stuff that I put up here. I just like finding nice high elevated areas. And then you just stick lava somewhere up there, and then you just let it pour down, and you let it just do its thing. Simple as that. And I think we need to kind of cover up here more. Yeah, up here would be nice. I saw you. Come here. Yeah, there we go. So kind of find our way up to the top here, and I like the way that this is naturally forming. So if we put it up in here somewhere, it's going to spill down over this, spread out, spill down over this, and spread out. We want to make sure we fill in any holes like this. I don't know if this is anything anybody else has ever done in Minecraft, like in terms of actually making lava spread out more, but I'm kind of going to show you what I mean if you're not really 100% familiar with it. We're going to put another block right there. And then what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to knock out probably this. No, not that. There we go. And we're going to knock out like this, and maybe this, and this. And then we're going to hit a straightaway, and then it's going to fall, and I'm going to kind of see where it's going to go from there. So, last thing, collect your quartz, people. Do not leave nether quartz out on the table. Because when you want to build with it, you will need a lot of it. Even though, like, I'm kind of doing the trading system right now. I see you over there. You are not going to get the drop on me, dude. Hate ghasts. I hate them. Especially, like I said, now that I'm in here and I'm trying to do all this different stuff with this farm. Like, the number of times they have broken the glass in that farm already are just more times than I feel like talking about or thinking about. And I guess we'll just use this nice little cavity up in here and bloop. And get back, because that will spread fast. It spreads like water in the nether, if you're not sure. It's exactly what it does. And that'll creep right to that area I opened up, and then it'll go right down over the side there. And then we're going to see what it does when it gets down below here, and then we might have to kind of fuddle with it. Now, there's some holes down there. It's going to get stuck there. I don't like that at all. I think it's spilling over the side over there, though, but we can definitely take this further. We can definitely take this a lot further, but yeah, look at this. This is spilling right down into the farm. Yeah, so this is also a thing, apparently, that is going to happen from time to time. I just kind of have to deal with it as I deal with it. It's okay. It's okay. We're not licked yet. Stop it. We need a block there. Ow, ow, ow. So yeah, I've got the magma stuff. Like, I've got my magma gear on right now. Oh, this is always perfect. I love when you're digging in netherrack and you find more lava because you're trying to make it spill. So you just, boom, open it right up, let it go. There you go. And that's going to hit the bottom down there. And what is that doing? That's it? Yeah, we're going to have to... We need to tweak that a little bit. So you can do that by doing stuff like this. That's going to spread over the sides of it, and it's immediately going to pour back down, and then it's going to hit whatever it hits down at the bottom. Now it's spreading out. It's going to destroy that gas tier and that gunpowder over there, but I want those. Maybe. Now I don't know what... I don't know where that goes. I feel like Frodo and Sam, like in Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, just out here on these isolated lava islands. Nope, that's too far spread. So we'll destroy one back, and that'll hit the ground there. Destroy that one, let that spread. Now that's going to spread over here. Again, you're just trying to kind of increase the coverage, and all that's from... well, that was the one that was under the dirt, so that one's not really ours, but... I mean, again, you're just kind of trying to create more spread, more. Cover more and more surface area. When it reaches the edge, pop out the block underneath it, and let it go. Pop out the block underneath it, let it go. And now that's going to get right over to the edge here, and that's right down below, and that's going to spread out very nicely when it gets down there. I love spreading lava with Nick in the nether. So now we need to play around with this over here. Ow, ow, ow. Thank you. So we're going to do this. We're going to clear all this out of here in terms of blocks, because all this is area where lava should be able to flow right down over the edge there. And we're going to go get rid of all of that. Literally all of it. Go, 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 go. Is that block... Can people still get on that block? Yes. Sacrifices need to be made, ladies and gentlemen. But since I have so much fire protection, I don't catch on fire. So it's the only reason I am doing that. Please make sure you have adequate armor and protection when you do so. If you do so, whatever the case may be. So now what we need to do is now we need to find a way to stop the spread of this lava over the sides like that. Because now it's spreading over into our farm. And that's not acceptable. We can't have that. So I want it to spread to the edges of this thing. But what I don't want it... Can you not... I have a feeling that's going to spread, though. Yeah, that's going to still spread. So what I want to kind of do is get right to there. And we're still spreading. But there. I think if we go one more out, right to there. Yep, right to there is where we're going to be good. So now we're okay if it... Oh, you know what? It's also going over into the other thing there, too. Nice bird's eye view of the farm. Look at all the spawning spots. I mean, that kind of gives you an idea of how many different spots you can actually spawn from in that farm. And I just love the look of all the lava in the background. Like, I love the way that the lava looks in the game anyway. But hey. Stop it. Shh. Kind of gonna... Oh, you know what? I'm almost out of netherrack. I am out of netherrack, so we're gonna have to go get some more somewhere. Ow, 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 ow. And you know what I noticed about this, especially over here at the end here? There's not a whole lot to it. I'm not even doing this to collect this. I'm really honestly just doing this to destroy it. I will hopefully get to collect some blocks, but yeah, this is all kind of really thin and just kind of a little floating island, so there's no point in leaving it here. But basically, you have to do everything you can to make as much area around your fortress, around this farm, as spawn-proof as possible, because otherwise it's going to take... Oh, look at that gloriousness. If we can get that little island knocked out of there, that'll be perfect. And we've got just that nice little lava lake coming down there. That's just beautiful. That's just perfect. But yeah, you want as much of this stuff as spawn-proof as possible. And we can use more lava, too. I've also got more lava, so I don't have to be stingy with my lava. There's a literal ocean of it in the nether. Several oceans of it in the nether, if you want to get technical. So what we want to do is we want to come out here, and now this is going to be finicky, and it's going to fight me. There we go. So now that should dry up all that lava that's falling down there, or at least some of it. I don't know if it got all of it. Yeah, I don't know. We want to make sure we're still filling that up over there. And we're filling that up there. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. And this is actually still pouring straight down into my farm. So we're going to go straight across like so. And just cut that off just like that. And hopefully that'll at least knock out most of that. But yeah, that's just... I got to come up on the other side from that. Woo! That is a mess. That barely changed anything down there. Oh my goodness. I'm going to finish this stuff up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to join you back in the overworld. Because like I said, I've got a few things to show you over there really, really quickly before I say goodbye. So I will see you in a moment. Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And we are going to go check out some fun stuff that I got done in the overworld here. And number one, this thing needs to be repaired like really, really bad. And number two, I wish I was recording because I was snaking through narrow passages. I kept falling off of stuff in the Nether and almost falling into just flowing lava, which is just literally everywhere. Like you can't even escape it at this point. But let's enter into here and let's check out some cool stuff that we got done after we give that guy some chain boots. That's why I was holding on to those chain boots that were in that shulker box back there in the Nether. I figured I'd throw some armor suits. I didn't even realize you could do this. I didn't even realize you could make them pose in different directions. I mean, obviously this is a far cry from what you can do like in Hermitcraft, like what they can do in Hermitcraft with their armor stands, but you can at least move them and pose them in like different directions and stuff. So we got gold armor, we got chain armor, we've got some leather armor, which let me tell you, dyeing armor in this edition of the game, anyway, in Bedrock Edition, you gotta do a cauldron, put water in it and stuff. Same thing with the banners. I did find out, I think I asked a question in my end busting video. Yeah, I asked a question in my end busting video. Can you revert banners back to their original form? The answer is yes, you can. You get a cauldron full of water and you just take the banner and you just dunk, 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 dunk. And you can wash all the dye off of it. I don't think you can actually change the base color of the banner. And they're magenta base color. They're not black with magenta spots. They're magenta with black spots on them. So I've just got a bunch of blank magenta banners now. And yep, threw some weapons on some different guys, crossbows, and obviously we got our iron armor there. And then I built another enchanting room. Now, I will say this with the understanding that, I mean, literally, the other enchanting room is right here. It's literally right down here. So it's not very far away from it, but I wanted to just have it because this is inside of like my quote-unquote house, as it were. Boom, there we go. I also have speed 2 on, so that's why I'm running so crazy. I have the beacon effect, I changed it. So it's no longer regen, it's speed 2. So now when you're over here, you can run around a lot faster. But anyway, this is the design that I kind of went for here. I started chucking some of these smooth stones in here, just to kind of break up this stone brick palette a little bit. And we've got our bubble columns in here that are just randomly in there for no reason. We've got just a little stair here with a poppy. Same thing here. This guy up here is holding a blaze rod, and he's super excited that everybody's coming to check out the new enchanting area. And we've just got a bunch of bookshelves. I even stuck some bookshelves in here behind that kelp in the back in there. And a bookshelf up there. Now, a lot of these are obviously not functional bookshelves, but this is... You can get this up to 30. I don't have anything in here. I don't have anything in my inventory to really show you, but you can get up to level 30 with this enchanting table with everything being laid out the way it is. It's just a lot of these books are useless. They're just form, not function. Like all these ones back here, like all these ones back here, all those ones are completely out of range of the table and everything. But I like this. I think this is really, really cool. I wanted to finally start doing something with this space inside of this building. And this is what I came up with for one thing here. Now, I'm kind of trying to decide exactly what I'm going to do. What is this? Oh, this is all just to cover up these 2 glowstone pieces. I did put a loom in here as well, just for the heck of it. But I may put like a long banquet table or something right here. If we made the table like too wide, we could put chairs on either side of it and still have room on either side of these gates here. This I'm actually going to start doing something with. This is going to go down that way. I'm going to build an underground tunnel down into our cave system from up here. That's where that's going to go. And we're going to add some more stuff up over in here. And I just added this nice kind of feature over the middle here to add some extra lighting without adding too much, like, just bright lightness over here. And I like mixing the sea lanterns in with these lanterns and stuff because we've obviously got sea lanterns in some of the other builds. This room, nothing yet. Absolutely nothing. And then we go up one more and to my bedroom. Whoa, la 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 la. Now this is actually something that I saw on a video that Grian did. And not the headboard necessarily. This is just kind of my design. I was just chucking stair blocks and random blocks in, whatever, to just kind of make a cool design that I thought would look really nice. And I do think it looks pretty nice. If not a little bit narrow at the top. I might have to expand it up here at the top. Like maybe move this piece out so it's out there or something like that. I don't know necessarily. But hiding all sorts of fun stuff underneath the bed. And this whole thing is covered with carpets on the top. And I had pillows here, but they must have been too close to a light source. Snow pillows, I should say. Little snow layers. You stick them here and you can build it up layer by layer so it looks raised up above the bed. But yeah, there must have been a light source too close because there are light sources right here at the foot of the bed. And this is also where my bed is. So I can actually sleep in this big giant bed. Just like so. And then it's none the wiser. You can't even tell it's there. Or whatever. And I haven't done anything with the other layer up above the top yet. I've still got a lot of stuff to do yet. This is a really big space. That's why I built like a big bed in here. Like I want this to be like a big everything. Like everything's gonna be nice and big in here. Because this is such a big space to work with. Like I don't want to just build a whole bunch of tiny, tiny, tiny little things. Because I definitely don't need to do that. Man, the base is looking great. I just edited and uploaded the episode where I talk about the technical Minecraft stuff, episode 12, I believe it was. And you're getting a double shot of that on Wednesday. You're getting that video plus the end busting video. The end busting video is really just more of a relaxation video. Just me hanging out, just chilling out, just busting some end stuff. But you can see, I did not get a chance to show this. I did finish this. And you can see the glowstone running all the way up and down the sides now. There are no blocks over the top of this. This thing is super efficient now. It is absolutely amazing. I think, is that... Whoa. Is that it? I think it is. I don't think I got any work done on the tower. I still need to build the other hopper clock and connect all these other kelp farms together. But even still, I think I showed this kelp chest in that video. That was recorded probably 2 weeks ago. And I mean, it's a combination of not really being over here where these kelp farms are all the time. And a couple of other things, but there's not really... I mean, and you got to remember, there's only 4 kelp farms feeding this as well. All the kelp farms over here are synced into the hopper clock system, which isn't running. I still got to do a bunch of stuff with that. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to say goodbye. Oh, we're flying up high in the sky. I do appreciate everybody so much for watching the video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and don't forget to ring that bell. Ladies and gentlemen, ring that bell. I really appreciate it. Oh, I'm afraid I'm going to crash into something. I don't know how the people on Hermitcraft do this. They just go and they just fly. Of course, they can probably see their coordinates or whatever on their second monitor, which I do not have. But I do appreciate everybody checking out the video. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye. Oh, I don't even know how I threaded that. I had no idea that was there.